Oh, the rarities of me being live on a Saturday. Would you look at that? 2:15. Bloody hell, this is early time. So, welcome back, everyone, to the F1 Manager 2022 career mode. Last time out was the Australian Grand Prix, where we got our first points of the season. Fernando Alonso coming in clutch on that two-stop. We were suffering really high tyre wear out in Melbourne, and the two-stop worked out. I would say the safety car helped us to a huge degree, but we got there, we got it done, and we are now moving on to the Imola Grand Prix. And hopefully, if we've got some time, we might go to the next race as well. Now, apparently a front wing manufacturer will complete at the time of this weekend, so maybe we can get it fitted to a car. Hopefully, we're going to have a good weekend. I'm hoping. More points, carry on this run of momentum would be pretty nice if we could, but we'll just have to wait and see.
The hills of Tuscany are green to the south, but here in Imola, the air is red hot. Welcome to Ferrari's turf for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The track has been around since the 60s, but the first official Formula One race was held here in 1980. Let's see what excitement lies ahead this year. This is Imola, and it's an
This is indeed Imola.
Plenty of elevation changes and lots of corners. There's only one
Oh, that's ice cold. That's good stuff. Reports. Yes. How many laps have we got? 63 lap race. Okay. Still got that reach Q2. How's it going, Belter Rob? Still got that reach Q2 on there. We're so close. We're so close to reaching Q2. Right. So can we... I want to put the front wing on Alonso's car. Do we have... Okay, so we do have the one front wing. Let's install that on car 2. Excellent. So we didn't get a notification for it, but... So Alonso is running the new front wing, which does bring his car part knowledge down to 83%. Hopefully that will come up as the session goes on. That would be ideal. Let's try front wing angle. Let's have that quite high. Tight camber doesn't affect the straights in any way. Let's try that. Run plan, let's just do like 10 laps on the soft tyre. And then Alonso. So apparently Alonso wants more oversteer. So let's run the rear wing down there. Really build on that oversteer. Let's keep that there. Again, just 10 laps on the soft compound tyre. All right. We'll manage practice one.
Radio check.
Right, let's send Alonso out first, just so he's got the clear air at the front with the new front wing. I didn't realise the part knowledge would go down that much for one part, but I suppose the front wing is fairly important, you know? There goes Alonso. Let's now send Sebastian out. What we could do with is getting as much practice underway here as possible, especially in terms of getting the setups right, because it would be nice to actually start making some good progress. We've got the points, we just need to keep up some of that momentum, and this will give us an idea for the tyre wear as well. We're already like not even halfway around the lap and we've lost 2%. There are only 6 aero parts. 10 divided by 6 equals... Does that actually equal 17%? That does make a lot of sense. I didn't even think about it that way, in all honesty. I suppose, yeah, because 20... Yeah. Maybe about 15... No, it would be above 15. Yeah, it does make sense. I didn't realise it was going to be boiled down to simple maths. I was just like, yeah, you know. They know most of the car, but it's just a front wing that's different. But thinking about it in the context you've just put forward... Makes plenty sense. Anyway, Let's get some laps under our belt, even though the track rubber is very low. It's in our best interest. I think Schumacher looks like he's in Vettel's way. Early laps from Alonso, looking to be on the pace with Daniel Ricciardo, which is quite nice. Ah, that's fair, yeah. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Right, well, the tyres don't appear to be disintegrating, which is good. Oh, yellow flag in Sector 3. Wonder what that was for. Alonso is stuck behind Magnussen, so let's maybe push a little bit with Alonso. Just to get past... Oh, we're stuck behind both Hasses, annoyingly. There we go, Magnussen goes wide. Do the same with Vettel. Push a little bit. Alonso's now in fresh air. Mick still in Vettel's way. Comments are coming in quite slowly, though, so we might need to do another... I'd say do another stint on the tyres, but I suppose we'll see. Yeah, so Alonso heading to garage. So we don't really know what his setup confidence is like at the moment, so I suppose we do need to... We need to run a longer stint, really. Let's run this set, and then the actual run plan itself. Let's run 18 laps, I guess. We'll do the same for Vettel. Imola's fairly easy on the tyres due to overall way the track goes. Very few heavy braking zones where they can really overheat. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I was thinking about Imola earlier. Like, I was just out for, like, a bit of a wander, and I was, like, the way that my brain works, I was thinking about Imola and, like, you know, if this whole thing of us with our tyres is going to be a long-term problem. But I was thinking about the way the Imola circuit works, and I was like, well, there's like, a couple of high-speed corners, but they're not, like, elongated high-speed corners, you know? There are a couple low-speed ones. So this track plays more to our car's strength than a Saudi Arabia, as an example. I think Spain will be good for us as well, like, because although we've got like the long turn 3, I'm thinking Sector 3 is going to be pretty good for us in terms of like the slow speed. Oh dear, Alonso does not like the setup.
Yeah, I don't know if I've gone through anywhere, so... Are you firm?
Alright, well, let's bring him in. If he doesn't like it, let's bring him in. Alright, what don't you like? 27%. Oh, he hates it. He basically hates it. Okay. Let's try that there. Let's bring this down. Let's bring... Some of these things are not changing too much. I mean, sure, let's give it a try. Very interesting combination of problems. Low top speed, but bad in braking the tyre.
Coming in or
Oh dear, Vettel hates it as well.
doesn't react. Copy, copy.
Yeah, this Aston just, in general, is not the best car. Right, Vettel in pits. I mean, Alonso's time, considering the bad setup, is really looking quite impressive, actually, when you think about it. Okay, so Vettel setup, it was better, but it still wasn't. Okay, so we got the cornering in a good place. Oversteers in a good place. We need to bring the braking stability. So let's bring that down. That'll get that to go up drastically. I want the cornering to stay roughly where it is. Oversteer. I want the oversteer to come back in line. Toe out, braking stability, and cornering. I mean, let's try that, I guess. Run plan 18 laps. Let's go again. Maybe deciding on one direction is the way to go in the short term. Yeah, I'd say so. Right now, I'm very much in the learning phase of this game, of just figuring out what works and like how to get. Because right now, I really don't have my head around these setups. These setups are really hard to figure out a good balance, you know. Let's not waste any time. Get the car out. They're still relatively worn tyres, but, you know, we got some good knowledge. Hopefully, we'll be able to just run cleanly now to the end of the session. Get Alonso's part knowledge up and get some feedback in terms of the setup, and then we can go into the second session looking all right. Favouring the braking and oil, favour technical tracks, or focusing on speed and acceleration, we'll work on the European set and older tracks. Part of me wants to work towards the car's strength. Like, I'm thinking if we're good in low-speed corners, let's factor that in, right? Think about it this way, how Williams kind of went all in on this, you know, yeah, we work in low downforce, very minimal drag, and that's why they work in Sector 1 of Spa. That's why in Monza they were quick. So I'm thinking, you know, tracks like Spain, tracks like Monaco, tracks that are good for a car with like low speed where it's difficult to pass, because then in the low speed technical corners we can make up the time. That's at least where my head's at. I don't know if it's actually, you know, gonna work.
Any thoughts on
okay,
set of options?
We've made some progress with Sebastian.
Good. All good here.
Copy.
Alright, well, let's continue pounding around to get the track acclimatization up with Seb. Let's see what Alonso says. His tyres are wearing out, but we're right on the verge of getting some setup feedback out of Alonso.
It will be difficult to recover the front. Copy that.
Acceleration to be a fine starting point for everything, because it could always use to cover up weakness in low-speed corners. That's also true.
What do you think?
Oh, he still doesn't like it.
Very bad. Copy.
Alright, well, Alonso's coming in. Get Vettel to come in as well. We're not really gonna... I mean, the setup competence is still 35%. We got oversteer in the optimal range. Okay, so oversteer is optimal. It's everything else that he hates. That's at least something. So what can we do here? Let's move that to there. We need cornering. Let's... I mean, the straights are so far out, though. To bring the straights down, I would need to bring the rear wing angle down, and then the oversteer. Okay, no, I can bring the oversteer back. All right, well, look, you know, we've got this set up for Alonso's car. Let's go back to the original tyre, just so that setup can get configured, at least. Would also reduce the reliance on the battery. That is true, yeah. I would actually like to be relying on our battery a bit less. I also need to worry about our engine, like our overall pool of engines, because we lost an engine, an ERS, and a gearbox because of Alonso's crash in Australia. 78% for setup knowledge, that's really not bad. I need to bring traction. What moves traction a lot? I bet it was the anti-roll distribution. Yeah, it is the anti-roll distribution. Okay. Let's try that. Oversteer. There? I mean that sounds like a place. That sounds like a place to run. Found that. If you can focus use of the battery on actual important race events like overtakes or defending position, then you should at least have charge towards the end if things are close. Yeah. And that's why things kind of worked out. I think in Australia, you know, we were in a position where we could save ERS in and harvest while in DRS, but we also had tyre advantage. I'm thinking in Imola, really the only place to overtake is into the first corner, or out of this chicane and down into Ravazza 1. But this isn't a DRS zone, so it's going to be very hard to overtake down there. Anyway, I'm going to save tyres and just get this set up on the car, and then we'll run it in P2.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Science running wide on turn 11. What happened, Carlos? Oh dear, he's got all.
Far too wide, and now they're paying the price.
I mean, it seemed like okay. That didn't really seem that bad, in all honesty. No, Science, you ran over a curb. What are you doing?
We've just had a car run wide.
All right, that's it.
The checkered flag is now out.
Well, hey, look, Alonso's pace looked promising. Considering he didn't like either setup and he's gotten 12th fastest, that's promising. Science went fastest with his last lap. We ended up doing 34 laps with both cars. That's a decent amount of laps. Of course, Alonso's performance boost right now is he's suffering because of his setup, lack of setup knowledge and his car part knowledge. But hey, you know, we can work on that. Let's go into P2. F1, 21, 22, anything to go by. The curve can do nice things to the end. That is very true. And yeah, I was playing... What race was it that I was... What race was it that I was doing on F1 20... On F1 22? It was Spain. I didn't realise it, but I'm known for kind of taking the first corner, like, quite rapid and then, you know, utilising a lot of the inside curb to help rotate the car on turn 2. And I think after doing that 3 laps in a row, I was taking turn 3 and I just understeered off the circuit. And I was like, what the hell's happened? And yeah, it turns out my underfloor was just in bits. Right, let's get some feedback on this new setup. Yeah, Alonso's gone up a couple percent. So hopefully by the end of the weekend, he'll be like back in the high 90s. But, you know, we're not trying to do any kind of glory runs or any kind of, you know, high-speed runs. We're literally just running the cars at a decent rate here. Just ticking by, doing laps. Don't need to push anything too hard. Get the part knowledge up on Fernando for the new front wing. Get our overall feedback knowledge up. And our ability to tune a setup. Bottas looking good up in P5. Right, Alonso's going to be the first one to give some feedback in a minute here. Hopefully it's good. Yeah, there we go.
It feels okay. Copy that.
Alright, we'll just miss the ability to call him in on that lap. Okay. 72%. So his straights are bad, so he wants less straight line speed. That's fine, we can get that to go to the other end. Bring the front wing up. That brings all that in line. Then we just need to bring his cornering. That affects traction too much. Let's try that. I think that's something good to try. And let's do a longer stint. Let's do 25 laps on a set of mediums. So it's an option to go out yourself first session, let the AI handle second session, then manual third session again. I have been thinking about that, yeah. I've been thinking about kind of adding in, like, letting the AI manually do a bit more of the work.
You can stop lift and coast.
Alright, come on, Seb. Seb's up to 16th. He's done a better time than Hamilton, apparently. Okay, setup confidence is still good.
Doing any more?
Car was good.
Copy that.
Still only good. 78%. So it got better. Sadly, braking stability and cornering have... Okay, so the setup's actually... So it's gone down. Well, let's... Okay, so hold on. Where is it current? So it's currently here for braking stability and here. So let's revert that back. So this is where it was. So what we need to do is we need to move the cornering the other way. Try that and click there. I mean, that's just a minute change, and it might actually, you know, it might work out. I don't know. At least you have a little bit more information to go on as far as which direction to push the bars now. True. Very true. Yeah, we figured out which was the bad way to push the bars. Either way, I reckon I'm going to get the AI to do FP3. Right, off you go, Alonso. Go, Vel. I think it'll be good to actually... Alright, good job, Seb. Good job, Sebastian. I literally just asked you to go faster and you binned it off the road. Excellent.
Going to be a big blow to the team.
Anyway,
will they be able to recover?
I reckon
We'll see. They've locked up and gone straight on.
I reckon it'll be okay. Let's now push a little bit. Alonso is within within half a tenth of Tsunoda and within a few thousandths of Gasly. I think it'll be worth the AI kind of pushing just to see what the response to pushing on fuel and tyres is like. Both drivers in fresh air at the moment, though, which is good. Alonso now up to 87% part knowledge as well, which is excellent. Vettel does have Bottas for company presently. Alonso is... He's got Hamilton and a Red Bull. Not sure which one at the moment. But the tyres are hanging on. Competitor crash. Who's had a crash? Who's had a shunt?
Yellow exit of 6.
Joe, eh? Joe Guanyus. He just absolutely yeeted. He has indeed gone straight into the wall. Good job, Joe. Good job. Unfortunate. Maybe some issue with the brakes down there at Alfa Romeo. And there goes Sebastian one more time.
Let's have a look. Taking a look again.
So I'm learning that Seb doesn't like turn 15. So he won't be making any passes down into there, I think.
Oh, big lock up there.
Maybe he really doesn't like the setup. Maybe he's going to complain about the setup a little bit more. 9 minutes to go. Would be good to get feedback.
Sebastian, any thoughts?
Or he does like the setup.
Options? Car was great. Copy.
Alright, well, I'll take it.
All okay on fuel, so you can do what you want for speed. Copy.
Oh, what's Alonso going to say? Give me a great, Fernando. Go on, you know you want to. Yeah, there we go.
Very good. Happy. iPhone.
Alright. So now with this information, we'll be able to simulate FP3. Alonso is in the mix.
Someone's run wide.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 on the messages is definitely the input for the setup. I agree. Right, here we go. There's checkered flag. Vettel's track acclimatization. He's had a few issues, and that's why, because Alonso's is up in the 60%. Vettel's right now is down in the 50s. Vettel's not had the easiest of sessions. A couple of offs. But apparently he likes the setup, so use that information with what you will. Anyway, he's going to finish his lap. Not a bad session, all in all. We got the setups into a much better place. Charles Leclerc goes fastest. We did a fair few laps. 41 laps with both cars. Nice. Good. Alright, and they're both in the 80s for the setup confidence. That is good. Alonso's knowledge up to 88%.
Welcome back to what is proving to be.
So let's just let the AI handle this. And then we'll go into qualifying. Max Verstappen, fastest. 17th and 18th. That's fine. Setup confidence 85%, 89%. Could we maybe do a little more? Could we maybe... Just maybe... Yeah, we've got optimal for cornering. Straights is... I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna make one little risk going into qualifying. I'm gonna check out Seb's as well. That braking stability. Untested car setups going into qualifying? What could possibly go wrong? Sounds like it's more of a track issue than the car issue of him going off occasionally when pushing. Maybe.
Radio
Right.
check.
Let's get out at the front.
Okay, 1, 2, loud and clear.
Yeah, it's green.
We like to get those early laps in. Right, just what I've said is doing his outlap. Gonna grab some water. Cat is sitting, well, more laying actually, at the very top of the stairs. And it's just that element of there's going to be a day where I'm not paying attention and he's just going to get yeeted. What makes it worse as well is like late, either really early in the morning or late at night. He's like, where he's a black cat. Just, I know it's going to happen. Hasn't happened yet, but I know it's going to happen. Right, we're going to ride on board with Vettel for this lap, I think. Hopefully, we get a nice bit of room. Hopefully no one gets in Alonso's way, who's due to start his flying lap any second now. No, Alonso's going to have a clear track. Will it be the same for Sebastian? Looks to be that way. Alright, let's see how this goes. Capping at 322 kilometers an hour. Not bad. His performance issues might come back if we're watching. Yeah, his performance anxiety. Where he just refused to overtake anyone. That was weird. Oh, Alonso has got a Haas coming up. He might get stuck behind this Haas. Hopefully it's smart enough to get out of the way. Either way, we'll stick on board with Sebastian Vettel. I think Alonso's going to catch the Haas on the exit of Aqua Minerale. No. The very anti-Alta. This is this. We just went through Aqua Minerale with Sebastian. I think Alonso might still be behind the Haas. I'm not sure. Either way, I guess we'll see when we come across the line. 1:17.3 from Alonso. And it is a 1:17.5 for Sebastian. Okay. Latifi 7/10 off Alonso. Not too bad, I guess. I know we can do better. Magnussen goes 4/10 faster than Alonso.
Sebastian, pit lane.
Yep. So make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
I think we'll keep things as they are for now. We'll see what the AI do in terms of times. I'd expect pole to be around a 1:15. Yeah, I mean that's what Sainz and Leclerc have just done, so that kind of ties in and makes sense. Alright, let's send these cars out again. I think Alonso's our best chance of getting in. Yeah. Let's get Alonso's car ready. Seb, I'm going to give the additional run like we did in, oh my god, Melbourne. We'll only give Alonso 2 laps. I get the feeling Alonso will be able to do it, you know? Right, Vettel now starting his lap. A lot of drivers setting really bad first laps. Not a green first sector for Vettel. Don't like that. What can he do through the middle sector? Is it better from Sebastian? Okay, it's green. Excellent. I do expect a better lap out of Seb here. I don't know by how much. It would be nice if he could challenge Mick Schumacher, maybe. There are cars in the drop zone that I do expect to be faster than us currently. Is it a better lap? It isn't. It was like a 1:17 in the end. Seb with a shocking lap. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, hopefully he's got enough time to get round. Head out again. Okay. So we've got 3 minutes to go. We can get the tyres changed pretty quickly. On the first lap, thought he came out of the last chicane pretty slow. Fair enough. I guess we're going to be the first ones to go. Let's send Alonso out first. I don't want to get stuck in the. I don't want to get stuck in the lane here. Right. On board with Fernando. Here we go. We're right at the front of the queue. This is perfect. Right. Alonso's lap. Alonso is our best shot to get through into Q2. Can he do it? That's the question. Both of our guys are on the flying laps. We are probably going to end up catching some traffic, unfortunately. This might work out pretty badly. It is it's a yellow first sector. These second runs are not going too well. The yellow first sector again for Sebastian. Struggling with pace apparently at the moment. Dropping track temperature? Yeah, potentially. Trying to make sure the game's not cucking me with any kind of, you know, deployment. Green for Alonso in the middle. Like what Seb had last time round. Is Seb going to go green again? I haven't got second sector information for Sebastian. But guess out of the final corner, thankfully we weren't held up by any traffic. Is Alonso going to improve? Question... No!
The checkered flag is now out.
No, he does improve, sorry. He improves his time but not his position. He stays 12th. Now, Vettel doesn't seem to improve his time. Norris goes P9. That was more in line with what I expected. Anyone else going to unseat us? I can see cars beating Sebastian. Alonso is the car. Stroll gets through. Mick Schumacher is now on the bubble. The Haas is now come through. Mick Schumacher doesn't improve. Magnussen's already ahead of us. That's fine. Russell will now go ahead. Alonso is on the bubble. It will be down to Tsunoda to knock us out. Will Tsunoda be the one to knock us out of qualifying? I don't see the Williams beating us. Tsunoda crosses the line and does beat Fernando by a 1/10 of a second. We are out of qualifying. 16th and 18th. But Alonso much closer to the midfield this time around. Much closer. That new front wing looking real good.
Race day has arrived and the time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel.
Aston Martin were on target for qualifying. Now it's up to them to defy expectations for the race itself. This hasn't been McLaren's weekend so far, and they'll probably be disappointed with it.
Okay. So can we get a one-stop to work? We looked good in FP1. As the weekend has gone on, though, man, Kevin Magnussen got 11th. Good lap time. All right. Well, at least in terms of the setup, they are a bit more confident. So we did do the right thing, at least. I reckon we can get a one-stop to work. It's more in terms of what one-stop we go for. I think B with an adjustment. I think B, but instead of the soft tyre, we do a medium tyre. And we bring the pit stop earlier. 4/10 gap from Magnussen to Alonso looked pretty difficult to bridge. Turned out was the quali 2 wall overall. Yeah, fair. I think this maybe. I think this. So we're doing a lap 40 stop with Vettel. Let's do a lap. Let's do lap 39 with Alonso. We know Alonso is we know Alonso's harder on his tyres. However, that being said, go update strategy B. Okay, so we have run the hard tyre as well, which is good. So we have knowledge of this tyre. Is it bold to start on the hard tyre? Maybe. But I liked what we saw in Australia with the fact that we were able to hunt some cars down with a tyre advantage. So I'm hoping we're going to be able to pull that off again this time out. I guess it's now or never. Guess this is where we find out, right?
It's sunny and bright as the drivers line up on the grid. Looking at Fernando Alonso here. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. And for the second driver, it's Sebastian Vettel. With their starting position in the back 10,
My cat is now under my
they'll have
desk.
their work cut out for them. Everything's been building to this.
Yes? What?
The crowd are on their feet.
There he is.
In anticipation of this, the
Right.
Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And it's
Lights out, and away we go. Let's get stuck in. Car's looking slow off the line. You don't mean your desk is now over your cat. True. Albon got Vettel. Vettel was, wow, we are having some issues right now. AI are very much in the way.
Use overtake. Copy.
But who else is on the hard tyre right now? There's a few cars on the hard tyre, actually.
Use overtake. Copy.
So how much can we close without DRS on this back straight? Answer, not really. Don't really see a lot of moves getting made until until DRS is enabled, in all honesty. How far behind is Vettel? Vettel in line with Mick Schumacher. Mick Schumacher, of course, not fallen too far back from Fernando Alonso. Let's now... Cleared off already. It's cleared off already. Let's move on to lap 2 and then on to lap 3 where DRS gets enabled, shall we? This all does appear to be like a big, long DRS hype train.
DRS will be active.
Here we go. DRS enabled. And this is a DRS train up to Pierre Gasly in 8th place. So it's now a matter of just being smart with our deployment. Sticking within DRS. Which I don't think we'll actually have an issue doing. Guess this guy overperformed in quali. Yeah, by the looks of it, he's falling back from the back of Bottas. See if we can actually, you know, get Rick Bobby. We've not been able to make the move. Vettel, I'd quite like to get past Schumacher. So let's see. Yeah, Schumacher's dropping back from Alonso. And Schumacher's on the medium. So I'd like Vettel to get past him if he can. Russell too. Well, Russell's just clinging to the back of Hamilton. But Hamilton's falling back from Perez. Vettel into his favourite corner on the circuit. Not able to make the move. And annoyingly, Mick has DRS off the back of us. So he's been able to catch us enough. Come on, Vettel. Make the move on Mick. Let's lift and coast. Come on now. You need to make this overtake stick. Get Alonso to push now as well. Oh, here we go, Sebastian. Oh, he was looking like he might be able to make the move around the outside. But we are running out of... run out of DRS, so we need to harvest. Meanwhile, Alonso is just hanging on to the back. It's now Ocon at the head of the DRS train. We haven't quite got the run out of the Variante Alta that we would want. Can Alonso get the move done? He's close. Not quite, though. This is the problem with the train that we're sitting in right now. I need to save fuel. We're being very aggressive on the fuel right now. Let's just save tyres right now. I think now Mick has comfortably fallen out of DRS. So this is your moment, Sebastian. You need to do it in the next few laps if you're going to do it at all. How could you not do it there? Seriously. He's literally not even in DRS anymore. And you just cannot get through. This lap, come on. I trust you. I know you can do this. Close up. DRS. Overtake mode enabled. It's unbelievable. Oh, he's trying. I'll give him credit. He is trying. It's not hard enough, apparently. Oh, can he get through the chicane around the outside? Excellent move, Sebastian. Excellent move. Now pull away. You now need to not lose out through DRS. Mick doesn't seem to be in DRS. Right, now catch up to Alonso and hook on to his DRS train. Because Alonso is... He's hanging on, barely. It's all about how deep into this race we can go. There's a few cars in this train that are going to be pitting way earlier than us. Our tyres have taken a bit of a battering. In fact, Sonoda's getting dropped. So Sonoda is falling from Stroll. But he's just getting back into it through the first sector. It's Alonso that he's now struggling to hold on. God, this is some DRS train up to 8th. Like, how are we going to make it through it? Fireware's roughly where we expect it to be. Just are not able to close up. It's frustrating the hell out of me that we just can't get close enough. Like, we are actually sticking on the back of the pack, which is great, right? That's good news. The problem is we can't make our way through it. That's the issue right now. You know, deploy is great for overall lap time. We've been able to catch back up and really get on the back of Ricciardo. But now that we're there, we can't do anything about it. Seb sadly has been dropped. He's got 7 seconds to Alonso. He's bridging the gap to Mick beautifully, but he's not able to make inroads on Alonso. So I think what we do now with Sebastian, we harvest, we save tyres, and we actually switch to a soft for the end of the race. I think that's really the only logical play that we can make. I think Alonso just fell out of DRS there. Ricciardo goes wide. This is the opportunity.
Is that a lockup?
Ricardo went wide and other cars are in the pits. Here we go. We've got some fresh air.
You can push when you're ready.
Copy.
Right, let's go. Go, Alonso. Catch up. Catch up.
Haas with an overtake there.
Schumacher overtakes Vettel. I kind of expected that. We are gaining on Tsunoda little by little. Gap 1.3 to Tsunoda. We are catching Yuki Tsunoda. We are within DRS range of Yuki Tsunoda.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Oh, Ricardo's having a mare. Meanwhile, Fernando Alonso down the inside. Great move, Alonso. Fantastic move. And we will behind at the DRS detection point. So we will now pull away from Yuki Tsunoda. See you later, friend.
Martin have just gained a race position.
Excellent move. No, we were already on the move.
Someone's run wide.
Oh, and Vettel is trying desperately. Oh, and he just can't get through on Mick Schumacher. Let's see with a bit of encouragement, see if he can actually make it work. I think he... Oh, he can't. Can he? He's trying. Mick shuts the door. And we're going to harvest. And we're going to deploy again. Let's go. Oh, was he behind at the... He was behind at the detection point. That is unfortunate. Alright, well. Alonso has pulled away from Tsunoda, but he's not really making inroads into the group of cars ahead of him. How are their tyres looking? Yeah, I mean, their hards are looking more like... You know, ours is more on the wear rate with some of those mediums. Those guys have really been able to hold on to them. Interval 3.4 seconds. Not for lack of trying, but I just don't think we've got the pace to catch up today. Other cars are in the pits. Alonso moves up in the world. Right, I think it's time for Vettel to push now.
Pushing now.
Ah, Vettel ran wide at turn 6.
Copy.
Okay, so Vettel was lost time. Alright, well, we're going to get Vettel to push. His tyres are in a little bit better nick than Alonso's. They would be an even better nick if he hadn't actually run wide, but hey-ho. Right.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Oh, Ocon. We're actually kind of racing Ocon for position somewhat.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, Joe overtakes Vettel. That was to somewhat be expected. Alonso and Hamilton now battling. Hamilton goes ahead.
Mercedes moved up a place.
We can actually, within theory... Within theory, we can hang on to the back of Hamilton. And, save a bit of fuel. And DRS, I think. Meanwhile, Vettel behind Zhou Guan Yu.
You can stop lift and coast.
Okay, copy.
Here we go, Alonso with the DRS. Let's use this to pull ourselves along, I think. Don't think we're going to be able to keep inside it, sadly. Don't think we're going to be able to get the run that I would want. Oh no, I think we're just going to be within DRS. We were just within DRS. Excellent work, Fernando. What tyres is everyone on? Hard tyres. So they're all going to the end on a hard set of tyres. Right. Hey. We might be in a decent spot here. Vettel locked up. Vettel is not having best run of form right now. Meanwhile, Alonso continuing.
Alpine just advanced.
Stroll overtakes Vettel. Yep, unfortunate. A small pit stop lap. Let's do it. Onto the medium tyre.
Box, box, box. Okay, box.
I think with Vettel, we're just going to extend. I think Vettel, we try and extend as much as possible. But Alonso right now, 9th. Don't know where we're going to fall down to after our pit stop. I mean, right now, if we look at our last lap pace... It was a 21.0. Us behind are lapping a bit faster. Vettel was really falling out of this race. All we can really hope for is a safety car with Sebastian. There we go, he's in pit lane. What is the speed of the stop going to be? Not bad, it's 2.8. And we're going to come out behind Zhou. Are we going to come out behind Ocon? I think so. I think even though Ocon had his mistake, we are, to be fair, we're not too far behind. Right, we're going to ignore it. We're going to extend with Seb.
I think there's been a lockup.
Oh, Leclerc's run wide. Perez leads this Grand Prix by 12.5 seconds. Okay, but Perez has got another stop to make. Perez has really extended on that hard tyre. So a gap to Ocon is 3 seconds. Who's looking like they need to make another pit stop? Ricciardo and Norris. What's that gap to Norris? Too much. I think we could get past Ricciardo. I don't think we're getting past the others. Anyway, let's go aggressive.
We can push more. Copy.
Let's start doing some laps.
Sounds like someone's gone wide there.
I need to save fuel, so we're going to compensate for that by pushing harder.
Alpha Tower regained a place.
Vettel, you need to come in. You've gone about as far as you can. Do you even have a new set of softs? You do. They'll get you to the end of the race. Yeah, I did call it a bit late, to be fair.
Mid lane.
Wait, what? Oh no, I'm watching Alonso. That was my confusion. There we go.
Pit limiter.
All right.
No saving required.
Okay, copy.
Sadly, Alonso's pace is just not enough. Vettel's now dropped behind the two Haas cars, but he is on the soft tyre. Man, Alonso is chewing through his fuel. Seb needs to bring it back down as well. We're not a million miles off points. The problem is cars that pit came out between myself and Ocon. Oh, we're just behind Ricciardo. That is annoying. What tyre is Ricciardo on? Is he on a soft?
Copy.
Yeah, those guys are now on softs. But they've now got tyre advantage on us.
Energy if you need it.
Yeah, copy, mate.
Here we go. We've got DRS. Should be through. And we are. Problem is, Ricciardo's just going to get us straight back.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Too far back to catch those guys ahead, especially with the tyre offset. And I can't push these tyres as hard as I want to for the rest of the race. Yep, there goes Ricciardo.
McLaren gain a position.
All right. Frustrating. I don't really think anything else is really going to happen in this Grand Prix, to be honest. Science has now lapped us.
We've just had a car run wide.
Yeah, the AI is now lapping us. We're well ahead, well clear of Sonoda. We've dropped off quite far back from Ricciardo because of the amount of like times we've had to be lapped. Vettel's locked up and gone off again. He's really struggling.
Use everything from the tyres, use everything.
Yeah, copy.
Just get both drivers to push now.
Push now.
Just push for the last couple laps. Just have fun. Like, sure, we just had to let Perez go with Alonso, but is what it is, really. On to the last lap, looking like it's going to be Carlos Sainz's victory. From Verstappen, Leclerc and Perez. Hamilton 1 lifetime back. Bottas splitting the Mercedes. Zhou having a good race. We did come out just behind Ocon after our pit stop. Our pace just wasn't there in this second phase of the Grand Prix. Like, just was not there in the slightest. But we are going to come home 13th. It's alright though. Like, 13th is still decent considering
Crosses the line first.
how
He's taken the win.
far off other drivers that we were. Like, we were a hell of a lot closer to the midfield than we've been in the past. That said, still not a brilliant result. Like, I understand this is going to take time. This is going to take work. The fact that Seb's finishing behind both Haas cars is a little unfortunate.
You can stop lift and coast.
Copy that.
But Seb had multiple lockups and genuinely just didn't have the best race. Oh dear. You're right. And now it's back to Zhou defending. I say defending, but Ocon's too far back, as is Norris. So it's going to be Zhou, Ocon, and Norris, P8, 9, and 10. That's your lot. Yeah, I mean,
Fernando Alonso had
13th, but it's not great. Sainz up from 3rd to win the race. Perez gets the fastest lap. 13th from Alonso. He did his damnedest, but couldn't sadly make enough inroads. Leclerc still leads the championship. Zhou jumps up. Norris, of course, now with some additional points. Alonso still P12. McLaren moving an additional point ahead of us. Tied with Alpha Tauri. Microscopic amounts of EXP gained. But hey, big money! Big money. Chassis. Oh, that's our spare chassis after we got the other one busted, isn't it? Yep. Right. We got our front wing. Excellent. That's a new front wing for Sebastian. Oh. ATR period ends soon. Is ended in 1 week of a touch report on how many testing hours we have left CFD in the wind tunnel. We should make the most of what's left. We should use our 20 wind tunnel hours. If we can. But we've only got manufacturing. We can't do any design really. Sadly. It's 32 days and 42 days. Our current projects are ongoing. Don't really want to manufacture anything right now. So we got Miami in 11 days. Sponsorship obligation. Important email. Low stock. Does that have our suspension just in case any breaks? Here it is. Suppose we should get 2 more of those. And let's get 2 more of the front wing, I guess. We really should. Let's install it on... Let's get 2 more. And then we should install it on car 1. Go. So both cars now have the new front wing. We're still on the OG chassis. Both cars have got the new suspension. Powertrains, car 1 is all good. Car, like, this engine is a bust. So, we're going to need to take... I'll buy an engine for this car because one or more is currently unused. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Okay, upgrade complete to our tour center. Very nice. Here we go. I'm writing to inform you that the board are satisfied with your recent work as a team principal. Keep performing as well as possible during the races. Keep meeting the board's objectives. Keep a keen eye on your finances. Our confidence will grow. I expect a good result on your board review in 3 months. Let's find your assessment below. The board confidence is medium. Race performance is happy. They're delighted. They were satisfied with Sakira and they've been delighted or happy ever since. Excellent. This is good. Right. Okay. Monthly car development report. Watching our car 1 performs on track. Braking. Hey, but we've gone up in low speed. We're now 16th. Yeah. Let you know our finances for April. Hey, it was good. Money's coming in. I don't understand why you're throwing all these reports at me. I understand it's your job, but confidence checking. Tour center upgrade. Look at this. Monthly upkeep goes up by 2, but weekly income. See, that's it. You know, it costs us an extra 2 grand a month, but weekly income we get an extra 4 grand. 4 weeks in a month. It's oh, look at this. Wonderful. Can't wait to utilize that time. Miami. Got that. Practice sessions. It's almost here, and I want to make sure the team's prepared before we leave. Brand new circuit. Go to our race preparation. Review our targets. I say we're going to reach Q2. I have confidence. I believe. I think we're going to do it. Anyway. Off to Miami. I'll be back, chat.
We're in the state of year-round summer. It's the Miami Grand Prix, and we're here in Florida at the Miami International Autodrome. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing, and the excitement is only just beginning. Spectacle is the name of the game here in Miami, with a stadium at the heart of this track. With long straights and S-bends, not unlike Suzuka's Sector 1, proper ERS management is sure to give drivers an edge towards victory. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Right, so what have we got? Ooh, wet practice. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I don't really fancy trying to sort out practice in the wet. Sunday looks like it's going to have light rain as well. Right, so they're both at 89% with the car parts knowledge because, of course, you know, front wing. I am going to simulate FP1 because I'm lazy. Verstappen goes fastest on intermediates. 17th and 18th. Quite a ways off the McLarens. Good track acclimatization for Vettel. Not so good with Alonso. Self-confidence, we're getting there. Okay, so oversteer is great. It's traction and the straights. So we need... Let's try that. Okay. Bad on braking stability. So what does braking stability the most? It seems to be a big old combo. I want to move braking stability back this way, but cornering. That's the thing. Cornering needs to kind of stay roughly where it is. The braking stability needs to move. Traction needs to... God, what am I actually doing here? You know what? Sure. Why not? At least they're consistent. They're consistently something, all right.
Radio check.
How's the weather? Dry? Oh, excellent. Let's go.
It's green now.
Get the cars out of Dodge. Hold on, I'm just gonna hit its stream title. Go. Save that. Excellent. Look at the Miami International Circuit. Everyone's favourite track. It was a bit mediocre, wasn't it? So what's going on with the weather? No, that's strategy view. Can I see weather anywhere? Suppose this is just my weather information, I guess.
Rain's still coming.
Okay, copy.
Right, so it's predicted, but right now the track is still considered dry. Okay, in 4 minutes we're going to get rain. Track for right now is still considered dry though, which is good. Currently running 7th and 13th.
We are expecting rain.
Alright, here's the rain.
Okay.
The rain is here, and it is building. seems to be building pretty rapidly. However, other cars are staying out, so I guess we will do that for one more lap. Here we go, yep. So we are going to call both cars in. Because it is now heavy rainfall. Oh yeah, the track has got very sodden very quickly. Wow, in one lap they have just immediately gone like, yup. Damp to very soggy boy.
Aston, pit lane. Copy that. Just
So-
make sure you get your pit limiter as you
So
come
it's
in the pit
actually good in these conditions for the track rubber to be very low, but because of course it is in the wet. I guess we'll bolt on a set of wet tyres and just go and, you know, continue pounding round. He didn't, well. We didn't really get much. We know that the braking stability, so he doesn't like that braking stability. He doesn't like that traction. I don't even know what's going on with that braking stability, in all honesty. I genuinely have no idea. Just run that set of wet tyres. Right, what can we do with you? No, bad, bad, bad. All kinds of bad. Chances are it'll be light rain by the time we go out. So I might need to reconfigure them again. Oh no, it's apparently going to be a monsoon. Alright, yeah, we might as well just go out on the full wet tyre. Just to keep the laps ticking by. Alright, come on. Bottas is out there, right? Bottas on. Bottas on a set of intermediates. One of the McLarens is out there. It's Rick Bobby. He's also on a set of intermediates. But we are going to get horrendous downpour in the near future. Yeah, the rainfall has kind of continued at 3.2. It's slowly dipping. Ocon apparently hasn't even set a lap time. And then in 4 minutes it's going to dip again. Alright, well.
Car in the wall.
Oh, who's in the wall? Oh, it's on the Red Bulls.
Virtual safety car. Slow down. Single yellow. Copy.
Well, Perez in the wall. Oh dear, oh dear.
Out. Let's
What
see
happened to
happened.
Sergio?
We're just watching the Red Bull.
God, he was just behind us as well. We were fortunate that he didn't just careen into us.
Let's take a look at the replay.
No, we already saw the replay. We don't need to see it again. Calm down. Apparently the track is... You know what? We're going to call these guys in. Yep, call them in. Because the track is going to go to intermediate. So we might as well switch with the conditions to intermediates.
Yeah, copy. Just pit limiter. Just a reminder on pit limiter.
Wasn't probably the best idea to go out there on the full wets, but... Is what it is. Set up confidence 44%. I don't even know. Just go. You know, they're not gonna really have an opportunity to give us any feedback on it, are they? Because they barely got a chance to run it. Right, rainfall is going back up.
Someone spun out.
Rain, all cleared.
Okay.
Copy.
Rain's cleared up. Is that going to stay the case? Going to stay dry?
Track is pretty dry, so don't damage these tyres, especially high speed.
Alright. Let's bring them both back in. Man, this session has not been... This session has not told us a lot. I mean, we've got track acclimatization. That's about it. You know? Right, we've got 27 minutes left in the session. Our cars are nose to tail. We might as well just pound round, get some laps under our belt. And we're actually going to get some knowledge on the setup, I think, now. Like, we've got 3 out of 5 comments, 4 out of 5 comments for both of them. They're basically racing at this point. They're probably going to tell me exactly what I'm expecting to hear, that the setups are bad, but...
What's your thoughts, Sebastian, on coming in or doing any more?
Whatever's. Yeah, copy.
Alright, he doesn't like it. Good. I'm assuming it's going to be the same for Alonso.
What do you think?
No, Alonso thinks it's good. Alonso likes it. Alright.
Copy that.
Quality setup there. Yeah, it sucks. Let's try this. Just something, anything, right now. Need to use a compound with at least 20 laps of life. We'll have another set of soft tyres then. Where's Alonso on the track? He's coming round. Coming down the back straight now. Here comes Alonso. 17 minutes to go. So we can at least hopefully get some useful information out of Alonso. Because, I mean, he said it was good, right? He at least liked it. 75%, I'll take that, considering how bad it was. Okay, so we just need to move traction, really. Traction. Okay, move traction there. Can't get that to go the direction that we want it to. Let's try that to like move that to there. Oversteer, we could probably get that to there. Then they don't really move. Let's do that, I guess. Then we'll try this. Don't know if we're going to get full feedback from them. But we can, of course, try these setups again in FP3. Right, let's go. Oh, Seb! Jesus!
Oh, and that's a crash.
He hit the wall that hard, he is out the session. Fantastic. Major chassis damage. Excellent.
We need to retire the car.
Is the engine
Copy.
floofed? That's my question. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not as bad as Nando's crash. Alonso was apparently run wide in the first sector, but he hasn't hit the wall.
Who's running wide there? Let's
Have a
take
look at
closer
Alonso's
look.
run wide.
Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car.
Okay, yeah, that's not so bad. Whoa, could have the AlphaTauris could have both hit him, which would have been a bit of a mess. We're not going to get any information about the car setup, sadly. I think that means he likes it. Yeah, yeets it into the barrier. Oh, this is great. Who else has crashed? If Imola's anything to go by. Now Magnussen's had a crash as well. Brake failure? Just absolute brake failure. Just bonk. So many cars have had a shunt in practice.
The checkered flag is now out.
Cool. Well, Alonso ended the session 5th, so, I mean, we take that, I guess. Vettel is just all over the gaff. Like, I really don't know what to do with him. Genuinely. I'm just slumped.
We return for the next day.
Alright, well, it's dry. Car parts. Here we go. All parts fitted. Engine and ERS. There is minor damage. After P3, car parts can only be replaced with a car part of the same design. I suppose we could run them in this session at least. And then we'll run them in this session. And then we will swap them out for the race. I think that's the only appropriate thing to do. Run plan. 20 laps on a set of mediums. We need to save at least some sets of soft tyres. Right, we'll take P3.
Radio check. I think it's okay.
Green light, green light.
Might have spread rooms. They build the walls out of hamburger. Dude, I could go for a hamburger right now so much. Right, okay, let's just do some laps. Let's do some laps. Get some setup feedback because, you know, Vettel immediately put it in the wall with his new setup. Oh, Vettel is slow. Thankfully, our part knowledge is going up for both drivers. Like, it's nearly back at 100%.
How's the balance?
Setup confidence
Yeah, I think it's good, guys.
is great.
Yeah, copy.
Right, we were too late to call him in. So Alonso's going to come in end of this lap. Vettel can keep pounding round, hopefully get used to the car. %81%. Okay, so we did lose our optimal. We need the straights to come up. I think that much we know. All just minor little tweaks now with Alonso. Let's keep going around on this tyre. No real need to change his tyre. You know, he can continue pounding around on that tyre. He can go back out. Competitor crash. Who's had an incident?
Virtual safety car.
No, we're ignoring these call-ins.
I think that was a crash.
Oh, it's
Let's have a
Leclerc's
look.
had a crash on turn 17. I think he was still moving based upon that map.
Very, very
What was that? That was dreadful. Yeah, our powertrain is not looking good in Seb's car. Not looking good at all. Our track acclimatization really doesn't go up. And the great on braking stability. Man, I'd take... If I could just take some great braking stability and put it on Seb's car, that'd be ideal. Like, Seb just can't seem to hit the brake pedal and have confidence on it.
What's your thoughts?
All right.
Coming in or
Good.
doing any more?
I will take a good.
Car was good. All good here.
Copy.
Okay. So braking stability bad. That's fine. Let's bring your... Let's bring braking stability. What's the best way to bring your braking stability? Here we go. What's the worst that can happen with that? How did he even do that? Yeah, exactly. Like, how did... Like, I can't even use the excuse that it was on the power. Because he should have already been on the power. I don't know, it was very perplexing. Right, Alonso out there continuing to pound round on that set of mediums. Push them a little bit. Get Vettel back out there on the same set of mediums. Get a bunch of laps done and get some feedback before I connect the retires to the steering wheel. They did something questionable with that setup. Like, there are some real awkward moments that aren't really feasible, and that was definitely one of them. It was, oh yeah, no, we're just gonna press the throttle pedal and we're just going to spin into the wall, obviously. Right, Alonso. I'm not worried about the gearbox wear. We're going to fix that. We are going to fix it. Alonso up in 8th on his lap times. He's churning through those tyres quite quickly now, though, so we do need to conserve them a little bit.
Yeah, the same. A little bit of poor traction now. Traction issues.
It's fine.
Copy. Do we need to undercut someone or overcut or something?
No, don't worry, Fernando. You just keep going. Give me your setup knowledge. It's the only reason that you're still out there is setup knowledge. There we go.
Very good. Happy.
Right, you can come in. Seb, you've got to keep going round and round.
Drop back a bit.
Copy.
Right, where's Alonso? Alonso is now in the pits. Alonso is a second faster than Sebastian. I think that talks to Alonso's adaptability. Alright, what do you think? Okay, so it's this braking stability. Glad we've got to tell you about last minute track layout change. Hard right. It's like in the mid-90s where to try to slow the cars down, they decided to put a bunch of like random chicanes in. Like on Canada on the back straight, they put a chicane in. They also did it with Eau Rouge in Belgium as well. So where do we put the braking stability? Do we... I mean, let's... That moves the straights so far out. I don't know what to do with this braking stability to like... I don't know how to move this without everything else just going... It just stays the same. I don't... I guess it's go that way. Is that way good though? I don't know if that way's good. Don't. And we've worn that set of mediums out. Are you questioning the same Binotto finger waggle like... Now, don't say how you could have won this race.
Struggling with tyres.
Copy.
Alonso, just go out. I know I'm not going to get anything out of you in 15 minutes, but just go. Vettel, please give me something. Thank you!
Any thoughts on setup options?
Not the Wall of Champions from F121 that will live on forever as a meme. Moving to claim cars in career mode from halfway around the track. Right. So Seb actually likes the setup. We actually have something there. 88%. Once again, it's braking stability. You know what? I'm gonna just take it. I'm gonna just take it. What else can I literally do? We have run so many tires. I don't know what else to do. I legitimately don't know what else to do. Definitely not going to get full comments from Alonso. He's on 2 out of 5. Might go to 3 if we're lucky. Doesn't look like it will, though.
Green in all 4 tires now. Soon we need the box. Copy. So what do you want? What would you want? Box?
I would like a box. Only the finest of boxes. It's going to be over anyway. There you go. Session over. I think it was a good session. We made some relative progress. We're going to be the last car-ish into the pits, maybe. 11th place, 34 laps. Vettel was painful to deal with in that session. I don't know what to do. Fernando's car setup is apparently untested. I think I'm just going to revert to his highest setup, in all honesty. How many soft tyres do we have? We've only got 2 sets. No, we have got another... We can't use those. So we've only got 2 sets of soft tyres. Oh, well, we might as well try and give it a crack.
Radio check.
Radio check, okay.
We're only going to get 2 runs.
Okay, should be green now.
So let's let a few minutes tick by before we go out. So we go now and now. Right. Vettel. On board with Sebastian. I didn't change the engine. I just completely glossed over that, didn't I? If I put it in for the race, I'm going to result in a penalty. Guess we'll just have to do it anyway. Because this engine is not going to see it through a whole Grand Prix. More the gearbox as well. Well, sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes we just forget. Anyway, we've caught up to the back of a Alfa Romeo. I think they're on a reconnaissance lap, so they are holding us up in a part of the track where I could really afford to not be held up. Oh dear. Alright, well. Vettel's first lap isn't going to be a brilliant one. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to get held up in the braking zone! Woo! Which Ferrari was that? Was that Sainz? No, it was Charlie Boy. Anyway, Vettel does... he's only less than just under a tenth slower than Tsunoda. But I think Tsunoda had a bad lap. Because Albon is looking alright, you know. Anyway. Check out Alonso. He It was the wall master. Oh no, it's going to happen to Alonso as well. There's an AlphaTauri. Alonso getting hold up as well. What's his lap time? He goes 4th fastest. Woof. All right. I'm going to put that down to Vettel getting held up longer than anticipated, to be honest. Let's reconfigure for our last set. Reconfigure once again for our last set. And we'll wait. We'll see if we can end up getting through or not. You're making that such an awkward job of that. You could have just put it there. But thank you, though. There was plenty of room for it. Oh, God. I got distracted and I might have missed. We'll make it. We'll make it. Alonso's going to be the last car to cross the line. Is Alonso going to make it? Alonso makes it. Alonso is in. This is where I should have been paying attention. But we're all good. Right. Both cars on laps. Alonso has got so much fresh air in front of him. Seb, what's your first sector? Talk to me, Sebastian. It's green. Surely Russell's going to make it out. Zhou will make it out. Alonso is green as well. Session is over. These laps better count. Alonso down to 8th currently. Alonso down to 9th. Oh, Magnussen doesn't beat us. Neither does Bottas or Albon. And Alonso is currently on a personal best still. He's down to 10th. We're still watching Vettel though, who's currently last. We're down to 11th, down to 12th. Comes Vettel. Can Vettel make it out? No. Vettel goes 18th. Fernando Alonso, though, 13th. And he's going to make it through. First car that has made it through for us into Q2. And he goes 10th. Excellent work by Alonso. Nearly a second faster than Sebastian. So, Vettel out. Alonso in. So, that tells us we need to change. So, I'll tell you what. Can we... Okay, so adjustments locked. For the car park. So that is... We're stuck with that for the race. Oh dear. Well, Alonso's going to retire from the Miami Grand Prix. That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, Alonso has no fresh tyres. Oh dear. Might have butchered this one a little bit. Anyway. I think we wait again a little bit.
Yeah.
That was good for our session. Of course, we haven't got as many minutes to go, so let's just wait till about 10 minutes. Let's get out there. Ride on board with Fernando. Looks like we've got a lovely bit of track. No fresh sets of tyres unless we somehow make it through to Q3, which I don't think we're going to do. But hey, I said we were going to make Q2, and we've finally done it. We just need to do it for 2 more races in a row after this one. And to be honest, I thought it was Spain after this, but it's Miami, then it's Spain. Magnussen looking to be... Well, either Ocon and Norris have just had terrible laps, or Magnussen for the Haas is doing okay. is a snail's pace through there. Unbelievable. What can we do? We are sadly running 2 scrubbed sets of soft tyres in Q2. What can we do on our first run? What was the time? It's faster than Magnussen. On the cusp, eh? Alright. Not bad, not bad. Right, let's get back round to the garage. And we will reset. Figure. So another scrubbed set of soft compound tyres. We will then wait until the final moments of qualifying, where we will once again be right at the back. That worked out for us before. I think it's a situation where you just take the session 2. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's go. We're not right at the back, but we're in fresh air. We are in plenty of fresh air. Look at this. God, no complaints here. Right, let's go. This perspective of Alonso. Here we go. Can we, by some wizardry, I don't think we will, but by some wizardry, make it through into Q3? Let's find out. Currently, Magnussen is on the cusp. He is just under a 1/10 of a second slower than us. Right, session is over. Charles Leclerc, fastest in Q2 currently. Ricardo and Ocon haven't gone out again, so they're not going to be challenging us for a spot in Q3. Zhou is done, Perez is done, so not everyone left. Interesting. All right, Alonso currently on a PB. Right, Norris knocks us down. We're now on the bubble. Magnussen finishes, doesn't improve. It is Stroll and Tsunoda left that can knock us out. Stroll crosses the line, doesn't knock us out. Tsunoda crosses the line. With you! Q3! As Alonso comes across the line to set a personal best, it is P8 for Fernando Alonso. And we do sneak through into Q3. Unbelievable. Just beating out Lando Norris in the McLaren. Through into Q3. Unbelievable. Where we get one fresh set of tyres. The other 2 are for the race. I think what we'll do is we'll go set a time on a scrub set. And then we will do our final run into Q3. First time we make it to Q3, we make it all the way through into Q3. Fantastic work, right? Let's go set that. Let's go set that.
It should be green now.
What's it called? Benchmark? Banker. The banker lap. There we go. Let's go set that now. Keep a fresh set for the race. Well, we get 2 fresh sets for the Grand Prix anyway. Plus, I don't know what the tyre situation is going to be like for the race. We might as well give it everything that we've got to try and get the best position available. And you got to remember the race as well. It's showing a prediction for some rain. So it really then depends on how wet it is going to be. Like, if it is only light rain, then fair enough. Like, we might need the dry tyres. But what if we're going to be on inters for an extended period? So we've got both Ferraris, both Red Bulls, both Mercedes, and then an AlphaTauri, an Aston Martin, a McLaren, and an Alfa Romeo. Look at that. Oh, we've come across a Red Bull. Please stay out of our way. Fantastic work by the Red Bull. That immediately undoes itself. Is that Max? That looks like Max. Unbelievable scenes. Come on. 31.4 should have been way faster. Way faster. Now, thankfully, that was our lap for scrub tyres. It was still apparently faster than Zhou Guan Yu's lap. And Norris's, so I don't know what happened to them. Anyway. Confirm that fresh set of boots. And we're going to go out right at the end of the session. I think it might be other cars going out on worn rubber, you know. Yep, go. Yep, we're once again at the back. Plenty of time. Here we go. Once again, ride on board with Alonso. The fresh set of tyres. Currently, provisionally P7. Now, we know we were on a scrub set and we got impeded on our lap. Now, what we don't know is Hamilton, Zhou and Norris. Have they now bolted on that fresh set of tyres to go again? Even if this is only a P10 start, that's fine. We're still starting in the points, which is, you know, first for us to actually do. It's only yellow in the first sector. Man, Alonso was just on one on his first flying lap. Gasly provisionally goes ahead of Russell. Hamilton improves, goes fourth. Norris improves, goes eighth. Alright, he's green in the middle. Now we know we're going to improve in this final sector. There's going to be no one in our way up at this hairpin. Zhou improves, goes ninth. There we go. We're not going to have a bad final sector. But how much better will it be? It's only going to be in the 130s. It is P8. Just squeeze out the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo. P8 at the Miami Grand Prix for Fernando Alonso. Was our best lap of the session. Whew, okay.
Drivers are strapping themselves in, ready for race day.
There was some good work from Aston Martin during the qualifying session, and they will go to the grid full of confidence. McLaren did well during qualifying. They maximized their potential and are in a good position for the race today. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
Yeah, I think that rain is going to come, though.
Competitors here in Miami, so may the best driver win.
That rain might arrive. Don't know when. But. Alright. Yeah, adjustments are locked. We can't. can fit the engine. That's good. We can fit the gearbox. Okay, that's fine. Do we just take out, or do we... let's keep the ERS. Let's keep that. Right, strategy. The game reckons we can do a one-stop. I disagree. But I feel like it's worth a try. Especially with Vettel. Alonso. Yeah, I mean, let's just try. I mean, we have to. I'll set up 85%. Alright, well, look, I'm not gonna question this. This is just working for some reason. Right, let's see if we can convert.
I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. Looking here at Fernando Alonso. A top 10 position today.
I don't.
Will they be able to
I probably should have like kept an eye on when the rain was going to come, but
Aston Martin. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up.
yes, there is.
Will their hard work pay off today?
Why is that Vettel's helmet in Alonso's car? That's a weird visual bug.
And this is it.
Anyway,
The Miami Grand
Ferrari
Prix.
front row.
And it's
Lights out, and
away
away we go. Let's get cracking early. Come on, boys. Come on, Alonso, get your elbows out, son. Exactly what he's done versus Pierre Gasly.
Doing a good job.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Who's on what tyre? Okay, Russell is on the mediums. Sainz, Hamilton, Perez on the hards, and Leclerc, Verstappen. Mediums. Cars behind us are on the hards. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Right, well, we've already gained a place.
Yeah, take it easy. Copy.
Suppose with Vettel I should probably push more.
Get back off.
Yeah.
No major moves being made yet. Wonder when this rain's due to come.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Schumacher's got past Vettel. That's annoying. Alonso very quickly losing out a little bit. Already out of DRS range. Really need to try and keep in DRS. I really don't want to take much life out of these tyres, but I feel like I'm going to have to. Oh look, it's apparently going to start raining around when we're planning on coming in. So we just need to keep our tyres in check, and then the strategy kind of takes care of itself. Nice, good, okay. Okay, so just don't wear the tyres out too quickly. Get to our scheduled pit stop lap, and we're fine. Okay, we have DRS, which is good. Of course, we're losing out in overall top-end speed. Vettel, meanwhile, struggling to keep up with Mick Schumacher. Push Vettel hard. Meanwhile, Alonso just needs to hold on to this leading pack. Hopefully pull away from Pierre Gasly. If we can latch on to this leading pack and drop the cars behind, that is best case scenario for us. Absolute best case scenario. Gasly's already dropping Norris a little bit. We're going defensive against the Gaz man. Okay, and Vettel is back on the back of those cars, so let's turn the tyres down a little bit. Perez is being dropped by the leading pack. We're not dropping Gasly. Gasly's more latched onto us, but Norris has dropped back. Could afford with these cars just ahead of us to not break away. Now, thankfully, we're very fast through this section, which keeps us in touch for DRS on the back straight. Whoa! What happened there? Did we actually make contact, or is the car good? Car's okay. Car's okay. Do need to try and actually keep up. We are getting dropped a bit. Let's push now. Try and hold on. Joe got past Norris. See if we can latch ourselves back on here. Alonso now looking to maybe make a move on George Russell. As it's looking in terms of tyres, okay, we are... Vettel overtakes Sonoda. Sonoda is plummeting. Interesting. All right. We have dropped Gasly a little bit. We have been able to latch on to these guys. Okay, no, we're not. We can't quite pull away from Gasly. He's just somehow keeping himself at bay. Top three have really broken away. Let's turn this down a little bit. Oh, I don't want to be burning up our tyres too much. I think this is fine with Alonso. Meanwhile, Vettel making moves. Oh, he nearly had the move done. Why did I come and watch? Mick's not got DRS. We are going to go past round the outside. We're going to get it on traction. Fine, we're going to get it done into turn one. Excellent. Right. That move is now done. Alonso is holding on as well. Annoyingly, it does seem that Gasly is also still holding on, but we are dropping Joe. Joe is 6 seconds off the back of this like quartet. Vettel needs to get himself latched onto that train. Oh, jeez! Hamilton got stuck. Nice. Oh, come on. We were nearly past Bottas. Once again, that's the second time that we have cut onto Seb while he's trying to make a move. Alright, well, we've made it 6th. Our fuel is somewhat back in line. Russell has lost DRS versus Perez. Might regain it here. But no, he's not going to regain it. We have DRS, though. We also have ERS, and we're gaining. We lifted, but we can go down the inside. We will go down the inside. We just need to actually get the move to stick. Which we seemingly have done. Fantastic work. Up into 5th. The problem now is we have a bit of a train behind us. And we're not exactly within DRS of Perez. So I get the feeling that we are just going to get re-overtaken. Vettel once again stuck behind Bottas.
Suggest lift and coast.
Yeah, copy.
Now we're going to be under attack. Don't seem to have got past us though, which is nice. We are quick through this section as a car with superior slow speed corners. However, here's where Russell is going to attack us. Though he hasn't made the move stick there. We're right now holding
Aston Martin
5th
with a great
position.
play there. They
Vettel has
moved up
made
the
his
race.
move. Excellent. Excellent. Tyre wear seemingly where it needs to be. Tyres should last up until when the rain is coming. The tyre call is going to be very important. Anyway, Russell makes the move on Alonso. Can Alonso hold it around the outside? I don't think he can. However, we are still going to be within DRS. Don't know where the detection point is.
The race position gained for Mercedes.
I think the detection point is back here. So we should be able to get through once DRS is engaged. He lifts off again. But we once again should get the move done down the inside.
You done a good job.
Meanwhile, Vettel is trying to close in on the cars ahead.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Emphasis on trying. If he can get caught up to the pack ahead, that would be pretty good. I just need to monitor tyre wear and monitor fuel at the moment because we need to get to the rain period. That is, well, without doubt, that's my primary focus, getting to the rain period. Russell going to come past us again? No. But I will say the train does seem to be backing up into Zhou. What is the tyre situation? Zhou is on mediums. Norris on hards. Okay, let's keep that on the interval timer. I don't really care about our overall track position, per se. We are in a great spot right now. Russell goes through. We re-overtake.
Rain still coming.
Okay.
Russell back ahead again.
It's
Hamilton
a race
has the
position
fastest
gained
lap.
for Mercedes.
Ricardo has been dropped by that pack. Now Mick's got ahead of Vettel. That's frustrating. Once again, we should be able to pass Russell, though.
Anything I can do?
We aren't as alongside as we normally are. Oh, wow. Russell just gets it on traction. We do need to harvest the RS, though. We are running out. Just need to try and hang on, and we're not going to. We have fallen out of Russell's DRS.
Mercedes moved up a place.
We're good to push.
Copy.
Hamilton is in Russell's DRS. We're in Hamilton's DRS, so we can hold on. Tyres are looking okay for where we need to get them to. Increase lift and coast. Now the Mercedes is going to start scrapping. That's exactly what I want to see. Keeps us in the fight. And Norris and Joe have been battling, so we have dropped them as well. Look at these two Mercedes going at hammer and tongs. We don't even necessarily need to pass them. Right, here comes the rain. It is starting.
Copy that.
So we're waiting for it to get to a millimetre. When it gets to a millimetre, that is intermediate conditions. I'm going to try harvesting with Alonso while these two Mercedes start scrapping. Meanwhile, with Vettel, I think with Vettel we come in early. We didn't make it. I didn't call him in early enough. God. Just missed it. Oh, that's annoying. I wish we had been able to nail that. That would have been the best to pit that lap with Vettel. Let's just get the car around safely, shall we? Oh, Gasly got past us, apparently.
Sebastian pit lane.
Oh, Russell's been forced to do another lap.
Just pit limiter. Just a reminder on pit limiter. Pick up the pace a bit.
Copy.
Wow, those cars, literally that additional lap. They are right on Alonso's tail. We have got to go. We've got to go. And this has absolutely screwed Sebastian. Wish we'd been able to come in the same lap as everyone else.
So we just need to push now. The tyres are happy to push.
Okay, copy.
Man, that sucks. If we had just called it with Alonso there, that's my mistake. Absolutely my mistake. But we just need to go. We can't afford to fall into this pack. Right, Alonso passes Russell. And he also passes Hamilton. He also passes... Who was that we just passed?
Good job.
Oh, is that the leaders? Of the leaders, did they do an additional lap?
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Oh, wow, they went round again. Right, well, we're up into fourth.
Good stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
Unless they've come in for wets. No. Don't know what happened to Hamilton. Man, imagine where Vettel could be if we hadn't actually screwed up on the strategy there. Still. Alonso up in 4th. We need to keep an eye out for when it potentially gets to heavy rain. But we're not there yet. Anyway. We are now behind one Pierre Gasly.
Save fuel, save fuel.
Copy.
Anyway.
Use overtake.
Okay.
We are now up behind said one Pierre Gasly. We don't have DRS in these conditions. But we do have overtake on ERS. Gasly sticks it up the inside. Gets a really good run. But we can line him up for a move into turn 1. Maybe. Alright, no. No, we can't. I think the AI are thinking about getting these tyres to last all the way to the end of the race. But there's going to be a slightly dry period in there, so we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to turn the fuel pushing down with Vettel. I would love to get Gasly if possible. But we are harvesting. Right, Leclerc has passed Stroll. He's going to be up with us any minute now. Vettel was quite close behind Russell, to be fair. I want Alonso to have another stab at this here. He just can't get close enough. Vettel is up behind Russell, but we're not getting overly close to him. I don't think when you change your ERS deployment mode, it's an immediate change. I think it is delayed slightly. Leclerc tried to come past us. Fast cars are starting to try and come through. Going to be around the outside of Gasly again. Can we get the move done this time? Gasly holds on again. How? How has he held on again? Right, this time, surely up the inside.
No saving required.
Copy.
All right, we are finally past Pierre Gasly. I don't know if we're going to be able to drop him.
Martin have just gained a race position.
Tyres severely overheating. Well, we're going to be swapping them, I don't know, soon-ish, maybe. Right, I'm going to put Vettel to overtake. How are our tyres looking compared to everyone else's? I mean, they're about the same in all honesty. We are getting near the point where it's apparently going to hit a bit of a downpour, but then apparently it will go back to these kind of conditions. So, yes, we'll see what we need to do with our tyres. It's hard to say right now. We are dropping Gasly, though. Vettel was past Russell. Vettel has passed Russell. He must have done it into turn one. Let's have a little look.
Here's the replay. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
Nice move, Seb. Credit where credit's due. You actually got that one done.
Gaining a position there. They make it look so easy.
Team loves it.
Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it.
Now Vettel hopefully can get that gap to Perez down, maybe. We will see. There's Seb currently on the circuit. He's a long way back, but if he can catch it, that is a train back to Ricciardo. Well, the rainfall is now, it was slowing down, but it is coming back up now. It is 2 millimeters once again. Do we go to the wets or do we just continue with the intermediates? Do we continue with the intermediates until that bigger batch of heavier rainfall? I just don't know right now. I think right now, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. I'm going to harvest for a bit with Alonso. Because it's looking like we're going to... Well, we're going to have to make another stop for tyres anyway. So it's just a matter of when, really, we make that stop for tyres. Vettel needs to keep pushing. I'm going to bring Alonso down a bit right now. Because I get the feeling we can... I was going to say we can keep pulling away from Gasly. Gasly and Leclerc are fighting, though. That is going to help our cause. And if Vettel hadn't had to have done that extra lap, he'd be in such a better position right now. That's what's annoying me more than anything here. Gasly's closed the gap on us, but that's because we're not pushing as hard and we're harvesting ERS. Rainfall coming down, still down to 1.7. In 1 minute, it's going to get real heavy. Real heavy. Rainfall still dropping, down to 1.4 now.
Car in the wall.
Car in the wall. It is Pierre Gasly.
We've had a crash. Let's see what happens.
How has Gasly hit the wall, and was it the same as Leclerc? He was battling Leclerc. Oh no, he's just gone straight on. Unfortunate. That is crashing out of 4th place for AlphaTauri.
Team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
Not what you want to see. That man's hair needs to load in some more. Anyway, Leclerc is now chasing after us. Put ERS back to harvest. Maybe push our tyres a bit more again. Tyres tyres are severely overheating, but that's fine. It's apparently not raining as heavy as anticipated
Push
here.
a bit more if you can.
Copy.
See, in my humble opinion, everyone needs to pit for tyres at least once more. You know, no one's going to get this set of tyres to the end of the race. I don't think, at least. I mean, they might. What if it dries out, I suppose, is my concern. No, even then, they start falling off at 30%. There's no way they're getting them to the end. Anyway, let's go. Thankfully, in these conditions, there's no DRS, so Leclerc has got us, though, just on pure pace.
Track is pretty dry, so don't damage these tyres, especially high speed.
Copy.
Rears are hot.
Yeah, copy.
I feel like we have a choice to make right now.
Yeah, take it easy.
Copy.
I feel like we have a choice to make. I'm going to make it with Sebastian. Is it worth it? So, it's already dried up mostly. This bit that I'm worried about here. You know, how long can these sets of tyres last? Obviously, you know, we've been pushing with Alonso, so Alonso's tyres are, like, pretty screwed. I think it's worth it with Seb, because Seb is nowhere. It's not worth it with Alonso.
Copy that. Box.
We might as well. I mean, Sebastian has been closing. Right, track is now damp, so we're gonna... Can I... Pit options, can I cancel pit stop? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we can. That's how you cancel the pit stop. So immediately the rain is now considered back up to, you know, intermediate conditions. I'm glad that it changed that quickly, in all honesty. Genuinely. So could this be a sign that it's about to get heavier? It's a question. It's now back up to 1.7 pretty rapidly. Now dropping again. Floating around the 2mm mark. Oh, here we go. Starting to get heavier. 2.3 now. Yeah, we're coming up to this point on where it's going to get heavier. See, this is it now. Does it get heavy enough, is the question. For a set of wets.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Schumacher's lost it. Does it get heavy enough for a set of wets? This is now the ultimate question. Alonso is doing a
Race position gained for a
great
Mercedes.
job. Vettel's now lost out to Russell as they caught up to the back of that train of cars. Oh, is it going to get wet enough? Their tyres might last. Mine, unlikely to last. We had to push really hard. Answer, no. Rain has not come. Though it is now apparently picking up. Man, I really don't know what to do at this point. We need to pit for a fresh set of tyres. That's a given. Like, that is just a given. Alonso's going to lose out to Russell soon, or to Hamilton. He keeps the position, though. I think we need to come in. We need to come in.
So you good to push?
Okay, copy.
Come in for another set of inters. Because,
Box.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, box.
we're not going to get to the dry period. We're just not. Yeah, I'm going to do the same with Sebastian. Or do we... do we just hold out with Seb? I say we hold out with Seb, in all honesty.
Drop back a bit.
Copy.
I think that everyone needs to pit anyway. That's why I'm doing this. I'd rather pit and get the tyres done now. Where we come out exactly that I have a concern about. It's only going to be a short stationary time. 2.7 by the boys. A good stop. Is it behind Bottas is the question. Answer is no. It's not behind Bottas. Excellent.
No saving required.
Copy.
So we've lost out to Stroll and Ocon and Hamilton. But Hamilton was going to get us anyway. Ten laps to go. We're on a fresh set of boots. Let's go, Alonso. You've got this now. It is yours. Go chase after those Alpines. You've got the fresh tyres. These will definitely go to the end of the race. Just going to conserve, make sure I've got enough fuel. But I think we can say we're going to catch those Alpines. Catching is one thing, passing quite another. I get the feeling we'll be able to get through. We are nearly 1 second behind. We're now within 1 second of Esteban Ocon. They are driving to try and get their tyres to last. We are driving maximum attack. Right, let's go. Overtake mode engaged. Let's see if we can get him down this back straight. Right, we're moving to the inside. Utilising ERS. There we go. That is us through. We are indeed through. Excellent
Good
work.
job, that's going to help you.
Now we've got to catch and pass Stroll. And then we're kind of back roughly where we were. I know we were in 4th. But I think Hamilton was going to get us either way. Rain has stopped. Okay. What is Hamilton doing? Hamilton is carrying on. Stroll will probably carry on as well.
Struggling with tyres.
You are struggling with tyres, Seb.
Copy.
Don't worry.
Is it working what we're doing?
It will work, because you're now coming in for a set of dries. You've dropped back. I appreciate you've dropped back. We've now caught up to Stroll. The Williams. Oh, the Williams moved back onto racing line. As we pass Stroll. Hamilton is in the pits. We should do the same. We should do the same.
Good job.
Copy.
So we caught and passed the 2 cars that we needed
Copy that.
to kind of get this to work. Yes, we've had to make an additional stop with Alonso, but frankly, we weren't going to make it. We could have tried saving, I guess. Oh, we've been held! We've been held! Oh, we've lost out to Stroll again. Right, it's fine. We can pass him. Cars did continue on. Vettel, because he was so far behind, has barely made up any time. Right, we can catch and pass Stroll here. Maybe. I don't know if we will, actually. Actually, no, we are faster through this section. The car is just infinitely better through the slow speed stuff. Just need to stick to him and hope that with DRS on the final... Oh, no, DRS is enabled now. Oh, yes, here we go. Got DRS. It's academic. Back up into 5th place. Now we just need to hold this. Meanwhile, Sebastian Vettel sets the fastest lap of the race. He's not going to get a point for it. And it's probably going to get taken from him, but... Could I have maybe saved the tyres to the dry period with Alonso? Possibly. Either way, there are 3 laps to go. 4 if you include the one we're on. Alonso now with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We just need to get Alonso to the end. Either going to be 5th or 6th. It's more huge points for us. We somehow just need to make sure we have enough fuel. Where are the leaders? Who's leading? Verstappen from Sainz. Currently holding on. 2 laps left to run. Verstappen now has the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Completely understandable. Alright, it's now the last lap. We have a lap and a bit to go. Stroll is glued to our rear wing. He's looking left, he's looking right. He can't seem to make it, though. Meanwhile, with Vettel, we're just going to punch him over to overtake. Man, where Vettel potentially could have been had we timed the... Like, if the pit stop call had been like a second earlier. We do get great traction out of that corner, but then Stroll with DRS and ERS catches straight back up.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Right, last lap. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Verstappen or is it going to be Sainz? It's going to be Verstappen that wins the Miami Grand Prix. The additional stop we made really, sadly, I think, put us in the position that we're in.
Over the finish line and today's winner.
But we would have lost out to Hamilton if we tried to save our tyres anyway. We will defend. We will punch it out of this corner. We've built a gap. Is it a defendable gap? We're utilising. We are out of battery. We need to hope and pray out of the final corner. The Stroll can't get us as we charge towards the line. DRS open. Yes! P5!
We had the good car.
Oh,
Points. Good job, everyone.
we
Well done.
just.
Wait 5 seconds. P0.
Nice checker flag. Well, it was a race full of struggle.
Yep, no, it was, Seb.
Tough day.
You know, sadly we didn't time your pit stop well enough. However, P5 with Fernando, who has now run out of fuel. but
What a
10
flawless
points.
weekend here from Fernando
10
Alonso. His
fabulous
team played well.
points. You absolutely love to see it.
Today, Aston Martin demonstrated that they can go very far indeed.
They do say success breeds success, and I'm sure the team will be.
So we had a great Australia, a not too hot
And they're in
Imola,
sixth place in the constructor standings
but
at the end of
a
this
fantastic Miami. Alonso just showed pace. Like, not straight away. It took a while for the setups to kick in, but man, that Saturday performance set us up perfectly for Sunday. Could we have potentially fought for P4 if we didn't make that earlier pit stop for the second set of inters? Maybe, but hey, either way, Max Verstappen now leads the Drivers' World Championship by winning and getting the fastest lap. He leads by 7 points over Charlie Boy Leclerc. Alonso now up to P9 with these points, and constructors-wise, that actually bumps us up to P6, ahead of McLaren and Alpha Tauri. That, mwah, chef's kiss, amazing. Yeah, screw you, Nico. And we do need to shell out a little bit for Alonso's driver bonus, but thankfully it's not an astronomical driver bonus. It was only 50k if he finished above P5, which is exactly what he did. Alright, suspension's done. We have an important email. So, we have many important emails. Jeez! Oh, scouting complete. Okay. Very nice. Exceeding expectations. Confidence in you as a leader has grown quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, race performance, I bet they're delighted. Yeah, they are satisfied, happy, delighted, happy, delighted. The fact that we got those points, that is excellent. So, long-term objective is score points in 50% of the season's races. Well, they wanted that by 2024. We've done that now 2 times in 2022. Sensational. Right, well, we're going to leave off here for this particular series. We got a development point for Sebastian Vettel. Now, hold on, let's do that here. So, what is his weakest stat? His adaptability. That makes perfect sense. His reactions are high. Braking. I think his braking. Yeah, he's shown that he's needed some development on his braking. There we go. So, Seb has his development point. Is there a way that we can actually invest in a facility for Team Hub Race Simulator experience gain? Yeah, I'd like to spend money on upgrading the race simulator. There we go. Excellent. So there we go. Facilities management. This is all looking very good as well. We could up the boardroom, but we will do that at a later date. So guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Comment your feedback down below. Hoping to be live with this more regularly. Of course, we did it yesterday and on the Saturday. The Saturday won't be regular. I work every other Saturday. But nonetheless, hopefully we will be live a bit more consistently with it and try and hit 2 races if we can. But yes, leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment your feedback down below. Subscribe. Enable those notifications to be kept up to date with the content that comes to the channel. Do please check out the description for Discord, Twitter, and the team channel. Normally, this is where I would ask my co-host if they had any final words, questions, and or thoughts, but they're not here. Mike's at work, and Lee is... I don't know where Lee is, but nonetheless, we will bid you adieu, stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you next time.